Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's luxury Thursday video, I have did this look with all my best luxury high-end products. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Hello. Hey guys, so let's start with the luxury Thursdays. This is my freshly cleaned face and how this is how bad my skin looks. You could see all those things how my skin looks as of now. Let's get into the prep. For prepping, I'm gonna go for my trusty Laneige toner. So I don't know, I don't have any other special toner. I just have the Laneige one, as well as I do have the Fay Beauty one. So I'm gonna, since it's a luxury Thursdays, I'm gonna go with the Laneige toner. Let me. You have to hold your breath with this so that you don't inhale it. I have inhaled it couple of times, so it's really bad. So just hold your breath. Once it evaporates, then leave it out. Okay. Still, I feel the product on my nose and mouth. Okay, so let me blend. I'm gonna use this brush just to blend. This is from Pro Art PF02. You can use this to blend, apply whatever you want to like. So, and to be frank, I don't have any other luxury makeup brushes. I do have affordable, and I really like them. At this stage, I didn't um, want to spend more on makeup brushes until I grow up more. When the brand sends, I think I will accept all those times. But as of now, I'm sticking to whatever I have and whatever I'm buying myself because I'm paying for it. Yeah, so I think this is really blended well. For today, I'm gonna use this Claudel Vino Perfect serum. I have heard lots about this, and this is one of the serums I use on myself in my skincare routine. So I'm just gonna use it on my palette. Just it is kind of having a milky white texture. I'm just gonna take from the same brush and gently apply. It's a treatment kind of serum. This has some benefits. It will remove, I think, dark spots and something like that. To be honest, I'm not consistent with my skincare routine at all. So let's see. I'm just gonna do it consistently from today, I think so. Okay. Yeah, I think it has been applied perfectly. Let's go for moisturizing cream. Today I'm gonna use this Centella um, Probiotica Enriched Cream. I'm gonna use this today. They have given a spatula for this, so I'm gonna use that spatula. Yeah, it is really handy. I keep all the spatulas, everything in front of me, so it is easy to not to contaminate my product. I'm gonna go with the spatula. Just gonna take a good amount, put it in my palette. Okay, let's blend this. It feels like a thick cream. Also, with the serum, I feel a little bit of sensation on my skin. It is not too um tinkling, but little bit tinkling sensation, like a little bit burning sensation. You can use your fingers to apply as well, but it is not hygienic to use your fingers on others. And I started doing it for myself too. Who knows what we touch, and then we're gonna dip in the product and it's gonna end up on my face. So also, whatever protective cover they are giving, just put it back so that it is protected. These covers are must. Do not throw it. I know it is hard every time you have to open that and take the product out, but these protective covers are there to protect your product. Okay, if you take it out, if you throw it out, and your product is gonna evaporate or is gonna solidify or something like that, just don't throw it away. Yeah, it's just my tip for you. Please don't throw it away, because I have done lots and lots of times and then regret it later. So that's it. Rest of the thing I'm just randomly applying. Sorry, I'm just seeing my mirror and then applying because I can't see my camera and apply. Yeah. So I think I have applied my prep really well. So about the lip balm, I don't have any special lip balm. I have Laneige lip treatment as well. But today I'm gonna use my usual lip balm. This is in the flavor mango. I got it from Nika. This is a gift set. It has six flavors in it, I think. Also, I don't know what happened to my vanilla flavor. I couldn't find it. This is my mango flavor. If you really know a good high-end lip balm that really works, that really helps your lips to hydrate. I don't want the fancy lip balms. I wanted something that hydrates my lips. Just comment below. I will definitely will purchase, because those are the things I haven't done it. um those are the things I haven't bought it yet. And I know I also saw pharmacy, French pharmacy one. I'm not sure whether it is good or not. Just comment below what you guys think about that. I saw it in Sephora. I haven't bought it yet. Okay, so this is my prep. Let the prep sit it for a while. Let's go for eyes. For eyes, I have to prep my base. I'm gonna go with my Hourglass concealer today. Let's see how this looks. I'm just gonna apply on my eyelid. This is in the shade 08 Flex. It is little bit brightening, but it's not too much brightening like others I have. It's kind of good concealer I have. Let's blend this. See the instant concealer. It also covered my hyperpigment on my eyelids, and it is looking good as well. The color. So the lighter concealer you use on your eyelids is gonna the eyeshadow is gonna pop more. It shows the true color of your eyeshadow. So I think that's it. Let me blend the. Hmm, okay, I'm gonna go with. Okay, I'm gonna set my eyelids with this MAC compact. This is in the shade NC 44.5. It is the same shade as my foundation. Just gonna take a little bit like this. Let's blend once again before doing this. You can use your brushes to apply the um, product, but I feel I recently learned this technique. um, it really sets your face flat. I know sometimes we miss the powders when we use the brushes. Sometimes we lose the um Sometimes the brush is not enough when you set the eyelids, but with powder you are getting full on instant coverage of the powder, and it sets the eyelid immediately, so go ahead and try this technique. I think I really like this one. I know the color of my foundation, compact foundation, is a little darker to my concealer, but I don't know. I know. I just took it, so I'm just using it today. Yeah. So yeah, we have completely set our eyes. Don't think all about all those things. Let's do this side. See, there is a little bit things we need to keep care. Yeah. So this is how my eyelid looking right now. I know my this side is looking little crazy. It's okay. We're gonna anyway put foundation on top of it. Okay. For eyeshadow, I have a couple of them. I really like so much. The first one is from this is Dio 5 colors palette. This is an eyeshadow palette which have 5 colors in it. So let me show you. So this is how it looks. Oh, sorry guys. So this is how the eyeshadow palette looks. This is in the shade soft cashmere. This is the one of the best eyeshadows from Dior, and it's always out of stock. And this is the newest collection. You could see the Dior symbol like this. It is a newer branding name and the logo. So I really like this one as well. And there are colors, there are eyeshadow palettes from Dior itself. It looks so good. I have only two collection. I will just put a picture over here. I have only two of them with me. So out of I really like both of them. Okay, so I also wanted to collect some of them from Dior. Um, as of now, I'm happy with where I am. I think I will definitely collect one or two Dior eyeshadow palettes in upcoming days. So that is one of them. It's really good. And the other one is from Guerlain. I have quite a good collection of Guerlain. I was obsessed with it, and then I got some of them. So this is one of the eyeshadow palettes from Guerlain. This is Ombre G quad eyeshadow palette. This is in the name Majestic Rose. This is such a pretty color. I do have quite, I think 4 or 5 Guerlain eyeshadows. These are really good. The eyeshadow palettes which I'm showing right now are very high end, and they are not like any other eyeshadow palette. It blends seamlessly, very soft, feeling like a luxury makeup you're wearing. And okay, so these are the palettes for people who use daily, like on the go. Just put it on your eyes and you're good to go. Something like that. For those, I think these are really good. So and expensive too, yeah. And the next one I really like is from Givenchy. I have two of them from Givenchy. This is Lay 9 Day Givenchy. That's what they are putting in the palette. So this is the eyeshadow palette, and it is a 9 pan eyeshadow palette. Such a pretty eyeshadow palette. I really like this so much. Especially, I really like the innovative of the brush. You have to put it like this so that you would get a two-sided brush. I really like this way how they are doing, because most of the brushes are always like separate and we lose all the time. I really like the brushes from this brand. And I do have two eyeshadow palettes from Givenchy. This is one of them. Yeah, these are also really good. And the one which I really like so much, and this is my first ever palette from YSL eyeshadow. This is the Mini Clutch Couture eyeshadow palette. This is in the shade 400. I think it's Babylon's Rose, I think. I'm not sure the name. I think that's the name. Okay, so one of the eyeshadow popped out. I'm not sure why it happened. So this is This is the eyeshadow palette I'm talking about. This is so good. This is the one of the pink and mauve based eyeshadows from this particular YSL range. They have lot of collection from this. I do really want to get two of them from this collection. I will put a picture over here. Those two are very stunning, but these are very expensive. This palette alone costed about 7,000 something, but I got this palette as a free from one of my Instagram pages. When I ordered something else, they sent me this. I was really happy when they sent this eyeshadow palette. Yeah, that's how I have this YSL palette. Okay, so I think I showed you a couple of eyeshadow palettes from my collection in the Lux end. I really wanted to use all those colors, but um, the products and um, the look I'm gonna create today is gonna something from pink and rose category. That's why I'm choosing this particular eyeshadow for today. So yeah, so let's dig in. I'm gonna use this particular mauve shade. It's kind of mauvey rosy shade, kind of English rose. So I'm just took a couple of taps. Let's tap it on my eyelid. Just keep on blending. These eyeshadow palettes are easy to work and easy to blend and move on, but you can't keep on blending. If you keep on blending, it's gonna keep on blending, it's gonna go away, because this is such a user friendly eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna go for this darker shade. This dark shade has shimmer particles in it, golden flecks. I don't think it's gonna show up when I blend it, but I'm just gonna use it anyway because I wanted a depth of color here. You could see the color instantly, right? Okay, so this is how the color looks. I'm just gonna keep it like this. Let me see the other palettes which I took today. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this particular shade from Givenchy because I wanted something on the inner corner. Let's see, this is white. Yeah, I'm gonna use this shade on the inner corner so that I wanted my inner corner to be very light. So I'm just taking that and blending it. This is the color I'm using. Blend. These palettes we have to take couple of times to get that intensity because these are very soft, and so I really like this purple based shimmer eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use that today. I'm just gonna place it on here, just center of my eyelid, nothing else. Okay, same way I'm just gonna do it on this side. I'm just tapping. If you want, you can add more. I'm gonna go back to my this brush, which I'm gonna go back to some other brush first of all. I'm gonna go back to this brush. I'm just gonna gently blend it. If you want it, you can keep on adding. This is your look, so whatever you feel like, you can add it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just gonna go back to this brush, which I use a lighter pink, just to blend it. Okay. Okay, as of now, this is how the eyeshadow looks like. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead with the base and everything, and later we can fix the under eyes and apply all sorts of kajal and mascara. I'm just removing the excess eyeshadow from my eyes. Okay guys, so that's it. Let's go for color correction. I don't have any other color correction. I'm just gonna use my Bobbi Brown color corrector. I've been recently loving it. You should have this in your collection, guys. It's really good. I can't stop raving about this. Love this shade. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna use this just to blend it. Wow, so this is the color corrector. It doesn't feel like a color corrector at all. It feels like a concealer. It covered all my dark circles immediately and hyperpigmentation immediately. So, what you're waiting for? Just go ahead and buy it. Okay, so let's go for foundation. For foundation, I have couple for today. I don't know which one to select. So I really like my Givenchy Skin Caring Foundation. This is kind of a old formula. They have recently relaunched the same Skin Caring Glow Foundation in a newer version, but this is also really good, guys. And also, I have this Lancome Foundation. I haven't touched this for a while, so I thought of using for today. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Lancome foundation today. So I have in the shade 420W. I don't know what it is. And this is not the newer formula, I think. This is the older formula I have, I think. I'm not sure new or old. I will just check and put it down here. I totally forgot about it. So this is the Lancome foundation. And this I really like this cap. Hey guys, so let's do the foundation. I'm just gonna pump two pumps. I think that's good. I think I'm gonna go back to my Pro Art PF02 brush. Let's up. It's been a long time I have used this foundation. Hope this shade still suits me. I think so. It has some chemically smell. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's blend it. So this brush is from Allure. I'm not sure this is not available anymore in Nykaa. I used to get this. I have at least 5 sets like this and it is scattered among all my brushes. I really like this set, so that's why I have. I know it's kind of affordable category, but some affordable brushes are really, really good, guys. Mars brushes are also really good. I think the foundation shade is matching me. So I always apply foundation in batches. For example, see, I'm applied here, I blended it, and then I applied here and then blended it. That's how you have to do. Unless your foundation is luminous or glow, you can apply once and blend everything. But if it is a fast drying formula, it's gonna stay on that and stay on that itself, and it is hard to blend that. So always try to blend in parts, like this. Yeah, I think I applied good amount of foundation. Okay, guys, what high-end foundation do you guys have and which one you really like? I do have a lot of high-end foundations. I think approximately, see, every foundation is approximately 5,000. Those are high-end as well. I'm not sure how much is this, but there are foundation like for 8,000 and all. I think YSL is almost like 7 to 8,000. I think I'm not sure. I don't remember it, but I don't know. I haven't got those yet because there are no shades for as tan skin tone girlies and especially not available in India. So that's one more point. So that's why I don't have too much foundations in here India. Whichever shade is good match for me, that's when I go and buy it. I don't want to simply waste my money on something that is not available here, and get a random shade and it is not going to look good on me. So yeah, so that's about it. This is how the foundation looks. It feels like a nice warm tone shade. I think you could see the warm undertone it, and it is really good. let's go for bronzer. For bronze, I have one product which is really, really good. I do have a lot of products, but this is one of them. This is from Chanel. I recently bought this and I've been loving it. You should definitely have something very, very high hand. Gift it yourself on your birthdays or wedding days, any days wish you want to have something special for you. Go ahead and get some high end makeup or some high-end items you'd like to have in your collection. So I am a makeup junkie. That's why I really spend on makeup. So this is one of them. I have in the shade I have in the shade 395 Solely Tan Deep Bronze, and these are the latest version of this bronzer because they included a lot more uh, deep skin friendly bronzer shades. So this is one of them. Let's dig in. I'm gonna use this brush just to start blending this. So this is how it looks. Don't go on directly, just apply on your palms first and blend it. If you want to use the same brush, just put it everything on your hands. Okay, if you don't want to use it, then apply and then go with some other brush to blend it. You don't go over this and blend, okay. Hope you understand what I'm telling. Okay, let's blend it. Okay, I really love this bronzer. It is so creamy and it is so pigmented. I really love this bronzer. Gives a nice base. I'm just applying whatever is there on my face. So good, easily blendable. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on blending it here. I really think bringing bronzers over here gives a shadowness. Let's see. I'm just trying something new. Okay, I have applied it. I'm just gonna use some other brush just to blend it once again. I'm not sure if it's gonna look good or not. I'm just trying something new. I'm just applied a bronzer over here because when I see on the front, this is the side. You can see my face is literally ending over here. This is a lot of my face fat since I'm fat. So I'm trying to hide that with a dark shade of uh, product that is bronzer, or you could use a darker foundation also, little darker, no, not too much. I'm not sure that's gonna look good, but let's try. This is fun and so good to try something new things. Maybe you end up liking it more. Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, done. I really love this so much. It's been my treasure. I've been having a couple of channel items, and these are my first ever channel items I bought it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so the bronzer is done. You could see how it looking good. Let's go for the blush. I do have couple of blushes. I have selected few blushes for today's video. I do have more blushes, but some of them are not perfect shade for today's video. So okay, some of them I couldn't use today. So that's from Charlotte Tilbury. That this is really good blush, but I have in the shade red, cherry kind of shade. This is not good shade for today's video, so I'm just gonna skip that. There are two more shades that might work for today's video. That is from Pat McGrath blush. This is in the shade Divine Rose. So this is Divine Rose. This blush is really, really good. It has a glowy balmy texture of pigment. Another one is, this is from Westman Atelier. So these are the blushes I got from UK when my sister came. I purchased for myself. So this is Westman Atelier shade. This is in the shade Petal. So this also really works well. I think I'm gonna go with Petal today. So it's been a long time I have used this. So okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply this blush onto my hand. Okay, I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for this particular brush. Just gonna take the product from the blush and gently tap on my cheeks. This particular blush, it's not a glowy formula, it's kind of a matte formula, but I could see some illuminating ness on this. I think I have to check. It's been a long time. I'm not sure what formula it is. So it's really, really pretty shade. I think it's matching with my eyes today. So that's why I took this shade. I do have another shade from Western Material, but that shade is not suiting for my skin tone. So I have dropped that shade to my professional makeup kit so that I can use it on my clients and beneficial from it, benefit from it. Yeah, that is one thing I can do always. So if something is not suiting me, I just drop it to my kit so that I get use of it. I'm just gonna use it on my nose as well. Yeah. So do not apply anything or directly. If you're having a stick like this, do not do this. If you do this, it's gonna take away all the foundation, whatever you did underneath, it's gonna remove it. So always use it on your hands or take it from the product and blend it on your hands and then use it on your face so that nothing is moved and you apply the product correctly. Okay. Yeah. So this is how the blush looks. So pretty, so good. I love it. Yeah, these are really, really good. I don't know why these are not available here in India. Lot of brands should be there in India, especially in Sephora. So in 5 years, I think Sephora is gonna have lot more brands in India, and I also wanted the brand to include India as well when they are launching a new product. We get everything late, really, really late. I don't want that to happen. Whatever brand is launching, launch in India too. Yeah, so we want that because I wanted to use the products when they launch immediately. That's when you get the hype, and that's when all those things happen at the time. It's really, really good feeling you get. Yeah, so and hopefully I'm gonna be there in that level so that I can get the PR packages. Hopefully you guys like my videos and no. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I think I'm talking too much. So okay, let's go for the concealer. For concealer, I'm gonna go for the Hourglass concealer. I already used it on my eyes. So this is in the shade Flax, I think 08, I think. Just gonna use it on my. This is really good concealer to start with. Just gonna use it on my center of face. I already told you I really like highlighting my face. As a makeup artist, I really love it. I'm gonna use this concealer brush to blend it. So you don't need to drag it, just I'm just tapping too fast, that's why it looks like that, but I'm just tapping and going this side and gently blend on the forehead as well. Also I have talked about this a lot. Do not get the same shade as a concealer. Do not get the same shade of foundation in concealer. What's the point of getting the same shade? What's the point of get what's the point of getting the same shade? This shade is not coming for me, guys. I'm literally trying hard, but all the time when I talk with it's getting struck. See, it's getting stuck. Okay, so don't I don't what is the point of getting same shade of foundation as in concealer. It is not needed. Why do you need a same shade in both the items? What's the use of it? That is nothing useful. Okay, so I always recommend you guys to get a lighter shade. If you wanted to have a concealer, just get in a lighter shade and do something like this, what I'm doing. That's a good makeup. Okay guys, let's blend this. I'm gonna use this brush just to blend the concealer. This is a full glam, guys. Yeah, I think this is how it looks. I think I'm really happy where I am. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend everything. If you want, you can add in the blush because we have used the concealer on top of it. Okay, you can apply and blend as much you needed. Feel free to add and remove whatever you need. You think it's good, gonna look good. Okay, yeah. Guys, I forget some of the product. Oh, I thought of using this. I thought of using this strobe as a base. I totally forget. So this is a MAC strobe cream in the shade UV light. It's really good. I have done a review about this. Just go and check it. I think over here. It's really good. Oh, I forgot it, guys. Really forget it. So happens, what to do. Okay, so I think that's the base. So right now we have to use a setting spray to set all these things. You can use anything. I'm gonna use to lock everything in place. You can use setting spray here. It gives a long lasting base. Okay, so right now I have to use that. I'm gonna use this one size until dawn setting spray. It's a matte setting spray and it's gonna last long. Okay, let's hold the breath and apply it. I'm gonna do full look today. Okay, yeah. Mm, mm, yeah, these. Okay, so these sprays are so fumey. Yeah, so why we are doing this step is to have to hold the to hold the cream products whichever applied and make it last longer. This step is crucial. Okay, you can add in as many as sprays in between before applying the powder, yeah. So I think let's go and set with powder. For setting with powder, today I'm gonna go for my trusty Givenchy powder. This is the old formula. I have couple of them. I'm not using for anything else. I'm just using for myself. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use this. So this is in the shade 03. It gives a little bit brightness to my skin tone. Like it's not a usual color I use all the time. I just removed all the product from this. Let's blend this first. So I blend everything. You could see the product. I'm just gonna take everything on my sponge. Do not apply this directly. It is really long and you're gonna end up having cakey and patchy powders all over your face. Just go with your hands first and gently blend everything so that it is like this. Okay, it looks like this. Okay, and before applying on your under eyes, go ahead and use your concealer brush just to blend all the crease lines so that it looks nice. Yeah. Okay, so this is how it looks with and without the powder. You could really see how blurring and how brightening it looks. I really like Givenchy powder. This is the last original powder I have, so I'm just saving for myself. So I'm gonna take some more from the palette like this and gently blend onto my palms. Let's blend on these. Use tapping motion just to blend everything. Yeah, so this is how it looks. And also, I don't have smile lines on my uh, lip area. If you have smile lines, definitely blend on that area. Okay, and also you can remove the product whichever settled on the lines, because the more product smile lines, you're gonna get creased sooner. Okay, so if there is less product, I think it's gonna not crease as much as like you have more product. Okay, so whatever left on my hand, I'm just gonna blend that and tap it here. Take some more, blend and tap. I always get um oily or moves the makeup moves on my mouth area all the time. So you have to set well with the powder. Okay. And I'm gonna set my forehead as well. And gently I'm gonna apply over here as well. You have to set your whole face, guys. If you didn't set your whole face with the powder, it's gonna tend to move after some time. So always set with your powder. And if you wanted to have a glowy skin, you can achieve that with setting sprays and highlighters. You don't want to move your foundation and your base throughout the day. So you have to set your whole face with powder. Okay. Yeah, so as of now, this is how it looks. I think you might find it, oh, this looks so powdery, feels like cakey or something. Like, it's not. Trust me, this is one of the steps. You're gonna get all the oils of your skin settled in, and it's gonna look good. Okay, don't worry at the stage. Just trust me. I'm just gonna close my powder. Okay, I'm gonna use the same powder just on my this area because we haven't set it with anything else. Guys, the powders are set and this is how it looks. Let's finish the eyes. So at this stage, if you wanted to add color or blend something, I think you can do it. I'm gonna go with um, existing brush just to blend here, blend here. Okay, and I'm gonna go back to my Givenchy palette. I'm gonna use the lighter shade just to add a little bit more because I felt it's been reduced. I really wanted to see like lighter shade on the inner corner. Yeah. Okay, and we can add the, I think I'm gonna add this little pink in the center. I think this doesn't show up too much. Okay, same thing on this side. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good to go with this particular thing. Let's go for eyeliner first. For eyeliners, I have the expensive one, which is from Huda Beauty. I recently bought. This is, I do have Pat McGrath eyeliner. It is also expensive. It comes at a high end, but I have in the brown shade only. And also, I felt the felt tip I really like is a brushy kind of felt tip, not a sketchy kind of felt tip. I will show you the difference what I'm talking about. So this is Pat McGrath and this is Huda Beauty. So you could see the difference of the brushes, right? The brown shade which sorry, the brown, the other shade, the brown, which is like a sketchy kind of tip, but Huda Beauty is kind of a brushy kind of tip. It has a lot of brush hair, like brush hairs in the Huda Beauty thing. So why I do like the hair like brushes means it is easy to uh, give a thin stroke and it doesn't bend. Okay, for example, if I had a brush, if I had a sketchy type thing, see how bendy is this. It when I use the tip and do it, it bends like this. For some, for some of you, it might think it is gonna look, it's gonna apply really nice, but I don't like this bendy kind of thing. It always bends, and I couldn't do a fine line of stroke unless if it's very very small brush. But most of the sketch type of thing always comes a little bit bigger compared to the normal brush thing. So this is really really good. So go ahead and get it. I'm really hunting for matte eyeliners which have this kind of brush. If you find something like this, just definitely drop in the comments below. I would like to get it. um, I think uh, I think Rare Beauty is a matte, something like this brush. I'm just trying to get hold of it. Definitely, I'll be getting that in one of the Sephora sale. I think so. So yeah, watch the space. I also missed the chance of She Glam one, but definitely I'll be picking up later on. But it's available in tier. I think the gold packaging. I think that should be this type. I'm not sure really because most of the brands doesn't show how the tips are. They should have a zoom on thing on this particular brush thing, right? So that we can see what brush it is. I know it's felt tip, but I wanted to see the bristles, which bristles they are. Is it sketch bristles or this type of brush bristles? I wanted to know that, but no brands is doing that. Definitely, I'll be doing if I open a brand that kind of zoom in thing. Yeah. So let's apply this. I'm not gonna go to the inner corner. I'm just gonna do it a half wing eyeliner. I'm gonna do it very very quickly. I have to come closer to my mirror so that I can do it myself. I'm gonna be silent for a while. I will speed up this particular session, okay? Okay, so I have done a good amount of the base eyeliner. I'm just gonna do a small wing. So whenever you do eyeliner, you can use your sponges on your hand like this. I always use it on my clients so that I don't want my hands to be on this. So why I always do the eyeliners after powdering it, because I don't want the powders to sit on my eyeliner if I use it before, okay? But there are pros and cons, okay? If you're not good at eyeliners, I think once you're done with the um, eyeshadow, I think you should do the eyeliner, because if you do any mistakes, I think you can correct it before the powders. If you're pro at it, I think you can do it right now. And I also know how to fix eyeliners if I made a mistake. So that's why I really like doing after powder, so that I can rest my uh, palms here so that the makeup doesn't move. So that's the thing I really like to do, with the sponge placing here and then doing it. This is how I work on the clients, but on myself I don't use this personally because I don't need it. um Anyways, I want to be soft and gentle on myself, that's why. Okay, I'm gonna give another tip is that so your liner, right, you are applying it and it's gonna get dry because you're applying it and the tip is gonna dry. What you do is you always use your hands to brush it and activate the product, and then you do, right? And your hands gonna look messy and you cannot use anything else on your hands. You have to remove your hand, you have to wipe off your hands and then you have to use it, right? So what you do is you just take your cap of the brush and gently stroke the cap with this brush, and it's going to activate immediately and you can use it. And you have a mess free hands and easy to activate it and use it on your eyelids, I think. This is one of the tip I hold on to it forever and I really like it. I don't know where I learned it, but it's a really good tip. Yeah, I think it's looking good. So what I'm gonna do is, I already told this tip in some other Sunday clams. I think if you are someone new and watching this luxury stays for the first time, I'm gonna give another tip, which is the lashes of your eyelids always get powdery with use of eyeshadows as well as powders, right? And you cannot remove that using, I cannot apply mascara on top of it because it is hard to apply on the inner lashes of your lashes. So what you're gonna do is just activate your eyeliner and gently coat with this eyeliner so that it is not powdery, and it will look like it is black and you could see your lashes black. So this is also really good tip. I started doing this on myself as well as my clients so that the lashes aren't good, but make sure there are certain things you have to handle with the clients. There are clients who never wore makeup and they will keep on fluttering their eyes, they keep on doing the eyes like this, so you cannot use anything, but you have to make them calm and tell them, assure them it's gonna be okay, and keep on doing very very slowly. For that kind of persons, I think you have to take a little bit more time. You have to have good amount of time to do the eyes alone, because that's the thing. They always cry, they always flutter their eyelash, they always flutter their eyes. So flutter or wink. Okay. Okay, I think I have applied a good amount of um, color to my eyelashes. I think it's really looking good. Um, yeah, I think let's apply mascara. So for mascaras, I have a good mascara, which is for mascaras. I'm gonna use my Dior mascara. This is 4D Maximizer. This is really really good if you wanted a longer, lengthy lashes, and this is gonna give for you. Let's apply. You could see the difference immediately in length, guys. I can assure you. I'm trying to get the black one in this. I will definitely get it sooner or later. So start coating from the base and lift like this, and keep adding the product. I know the inner corner is the one thing people always miss it. Make sure you do that. Yeah, I think I have applied good amount. Let it dry. You cannot immediately apply the mascara right now. So let's go for powder blushes and bronzers and everything. For powder bronzer, I have two items. The one is the Givenchy bronzer. This is Prisma Libre bronzer. This is in the shade 03. I really really love it. I already I think did a video of this. I couldn't stop raving about it. This is such a good product. You should definitely get this. So I really like this as well. And I also have one more luxury high-end product which is from Chanel. Both are really, really good. I do have two shades from that, which is zero, which is medium rose gold. So this is Chanel product, and this is medium rose gold. It is kind of medium shade. I can use it as a bronzer, this particular shade. And also I really like this particular palette, which is deep mauve. So this is deep mauve. I really like the blushes as well, and I can use this as a contour shade if I want to. So that's why I went with two palettes from this particular range. These are really really good. Definitely go and get it. I think there is one more shade in after the medium rose gold. I think there is medium peach gold. I think, I'm not sure. There's a peach blush in it. If you don't want two blushes in same category, I think you can go for peach so that you have different kind of blushes. I realized this later on. But anyways, I really like both the palettes. I think I'm gonna use Chanel medium rose gold. I'm gonna use this particular bronzer on myself today. I'm gonna use this brush. Let's dug in. Also, I don't like this kind of trio thing. The thing is, if it is a vertical space, it's gonna fall here only. But in here, if I touch it, it's gonna fall here. If I touch this, it's just gonna fall here. Everything is gonna fall here in the blush. I don't want my blush to have a bronzy shades, but I don't know why they did like this. It's kind of one con, I thought. So I'm just gonna take the product, gonna gently add to my bronzing area. This is not too pigmented since the color is subtle for me. Okay, yeah. So this is how the bronzer looks. Let's go for blush. For blush, I'm gonna use this today. This is one of my prized possessions from blush. This is Valentino blush. I got it from UK and it's really good. I got in the shade um 02. I think it's very rose. I think they come with a brush also. This is a multi-use product. You can use it as a blush, or you can use it as an eyeshadow. Today I'm gonna use it as a blush. Let's take this. Oh, so pink. I'm just gonna add a little bit. I don't want too much pink. Okay, it's really really pretty color. I really love it. I'm just gonna remove the excess from the brush and gently blend everywhere. Put it on my nose, whatever left over. I'm sorry, my hair is not hairing today. I have to do the blow dry after the video, so that's why it's like looking so curly and wavy. Okay, so the blush is really really good. You could see the pop in my cheeks. It feels like a flushed cheeks right now. I really love it. Okay, so next we have to go for, I think, highlighter. For highlighter, I have this one high-end and luxury highlighter I really like. This is the first ever product I got from this particular brand. That is another than Tom Ford. Um, this is the highlighter in the shade. It's a duo illuminator. This is in the shade Moonlight, and this is the shade has been so viral, and everybody has this shade. That's why I went ahead and bought it. So let's use this. I'm gonna use this particular shade because I really like this shade, and the smell is also really good. Just gonna take this. It's very very subtle formula. You could see the high glow, very very subtle. Ooh, the instant beaming is really really pretty. I'm just gonna use it on my bridge of my nose, tip of my nose. I'm just gonna remove the excess in my palm, and I'm just gonna gently brush on the area I used. Same way here. Yeah. So this is how the highlighter looks. Oh my god, this is really really good. You could see how glistening it is. It's really pretty. Um, if you have any other highlighter on inner corner, you just use your concealer brush just to blend and take away anything if you feel it is too highlighty on here. I don't like highlighting in this area. It is not good at all, so don't do that. Okay, yeah, I think we are really on the good space. So we have to finish our bottom eyelashes. I think I'm gonna go back to my YSL palette. Okay, I'm gonna use my Givenchy brush just to take this particular shade, this rose mauve rose shade. I'm just gonna use it on my lower lash line till the mid area alone. You could see how this finishes the look. Let's go with the Givenchy one. I'm gonna go with the pencil brush. Take the pink, matte pink. Just gonna apply it here and connect here. Yeah, so this is so pretty. This is how I want to look like. Yeah, I really like it. Let's go for mascara. I'm gonna today. I really like two mascaras in the irons I have, which is yeah. So I really like two of them. One of them is a Smashbox Superfan mascara, and the other one is Max Stack mascara. Both of them are really good. Today I'm gonna use my trusty Smashbox mascara. You see how this looks on me. I'm just gonna coat it on my lashes. See the length of the lashes I'm getting with just the 3D Maximizer I used. So lengthy. I do have flat straight lashes. It's gonna fall immediately once I apply mascara, and that's why I curl up after the mascara so that it stays put for some time. Yeah, I think I have applied well. Let's let this dry for a while. I think that's about it. I have one more thing to do as a final setting of the face. I'm gonna go with my other high-end product, which is this Girl on Meteoroids. So I really like the stuff. I bought it. I have two of them. One of them is 03 warm. I feel this is really nice because 04 felt like a little darker because of the pearls in it. I don't like to have the same color of my face once I finish. That's why I don't like that. Let's open this. So these are the pearls, meteoroid pearls. It has a lot of pearly particles. They have golden one, a white one, a lavender one, and skin tone one. So there is a mix of colors in it. There are so much left in this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my fluffy brush, just brush on this. Okay, it smells so good. Just gonna gently brush here. Mm. So good. Mm. I'm smelling so good. I don't want to apply everywhere. I just want to apply on my cheek area because that's what I want to have subtle glow. So I think that's it. It's really, really pretty. I really like it. So these are the things which I feel so luxury, and it is worth it you're having those products. So yeah, definitely you have something in collection so that you like it and you love it. Okay, so I think that's about the face. Let's go for the mascara. I'm gonna use the same mascara on the bottom lashes. So I don't like to apply too much on my bottom. You could see I have applied something, but yeah, this is how it looks. I'm literally scared if the mascara is gonna get into my under eyes. I don't want that. That's why I'm very, very polite and gentle when I apply on my lower lash line. So I'm not applying any kajals today. I feel like the lower lash line color which I get from the eyeshadow itself really, really good. You don't need to apply kajals on every look. It's not needed. So I sometimes prefer without kajal as well. It looks good. It doesn't look like a bridal thing. So that's why I really like it. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Let's go for eyebrows. I totally forgot my eyebrows. So eyebrows, I don't have any other special item from high end. I have only the same thing. I didn't buy any special eyebrow thing. I have a lot of products from Benefit, Anastasia, and those are really, really good. So that's why I have them. I am gonna use Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is my recent purchase. This is in the shade Ebony. This is also really, really good. I'm just gonna sculpt my eyebrow. So you just apply wherever you want, fill in. Okay. So what you do is now go to your spoolie and gently brush it out. So while brushing out all your pigment is gonna blend and give a smooth look. Okay, that's why we are blending. So this is how my eyebrows look. Okay, so always you do your eyebrows. I know if you have if you have a good eyebrow with a lot of lashes and depth, I think you don't need. I don't need color like this. You can just put wax on your eyebrows and you're good to go. There are waxes from Benefit and every other brand you can go and get those. Uh, but for me, I feel I don't have that much density as of now, so that's why I always fill with eyebrows and gently brush it out. I do have a wax thing from Benefit. I think let's do this thing today. This is a pigmented one. There is no pigmented one as well. You can, there's without pigmented as well. You can do that also. So when you do this, you don't go to the inner thing. Just do it from the mid so that it is not too intense on your eyebrows. Yeah. So this is gonna hold the eyebrows place and it is gonna long last. It's not gonna move. It's not gonna move anywhere. Yeah. So that's about the pros. I think we have done almost everything. Okay guys, it's time for lips. So I have couple of same or similar shades from some other brands. My favorite one is Chestnut from MAC. It's really good. Similar shades are from Huda Beauty in the shade Rich Brown. This is also similar to that. And another one is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Foxy Brown. This is also very similar. I think Foxy Brown. I'm not sure, it's not Foxy Brown. The similar shade is Pillow Talk 3 Intense. These are very similar to each other, I would say. So there may be a slight intensity differences, but all of them are closer to each other. Okay, I'm gonna use Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Intense 3 Intense. So let's try because I have never used this. I keep on using my chestnut shade. So let's use this today to line my lips. Okay, I have applied. So this is very pigmented and it dries so fast. You have to be fast to blend it. And these are really long lasting. I'm not sure about the new ones, but these ones are really long lasting, and some of them are not available in India. I'm so sorry because I got these whenever it was in stock, so that's why I have all those shades. I have two high-end lips I have selected for today. The one is from Givenchy. This is in the name 18 Nude Fume. It's a look at the packaging, guys. It's so pretty and feels luxe. I really love the packaging. You could see the finish of velvetness in the packaging. That's why I really like it. Let me swatch this on you guys. So this is Nude Fume in the shade 18. So pretty shade. I do have another shade which is in the mini. This is a set of 5 shades. I think I got it when it was available. This is in the shade 106. Sorry, 116. This is not a velvet thing. It's kind of glossy lipstick. So that's the 1116 shade. These are the lip liners. These are the lip liners I swatched. So the first one is a Charlotte Tilbury Foxy one. The next one is Charlotte Tilbury Intense 3. And the next one is Huda Beauty, I think dark brown. I will let you know. Huda Beauty rich brown. Sorry, Huda Beauty rich brown, and the last one is chestnut. See, all of them are very very similar to each other, so that's why I used the Charlotte Tilbury today. I'm not sure which shade should I use. I think I'm gonna go with this shade, which is 116. Hopefully, I think this will look good. Let's see. I'm just gonna apply on my lip. I felt this is more pinky than purple. That one feels so purple. Yeah, I have applied it. Good amount. Let's blend it. The only thing I hate is finding the brushes. It's really hard. It looks pretty. It looks good. So this is how the matte lips looks on me. I'm just gonna remove the foundation on my mole. I always tend to forget it and it looks awkward. If you have any kind of birthmark or moles, just remove on that area alone, because it's gonna look so good on you. If you're hiding it, it's not gonna look okay. So just remove the foundation on top of it. It's gonna look so good. Yeah, I think that's it. I have to curl my lashes. I'm gonna use my trusty Shiseido lash curler I recently bought. It's an expensive lash curler I have. I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Okay, so look at the difference between these two. How it is curled up. This is how the lashes should look. Okay. So this is how it looks on this side. We have to fix false lashes also, at least two of them, because I have never done in videos like this. We're gonna do that as well. I know it's gonna get, I know it's like a long video now. I think you're gonna enjoy this. Don't worry, guys. Okay. Okay. Let's fix the lashes. Okay. I'm gonna go with this one. I got recently from Amazon. I really like cluster lashes recently. It's been really good on them. It's really looking natural and easy to apply also. So okay, I have got this one. I haven't tried it yet. This is the brand. I will link it on here. You could check it. So this is how the lashes look. Okay, so I always use 12. Okay, 12 and 10. I felt 14 seems to be a bit long for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for 12 and 10. I'm gonna use my trusty Dio lash glue. This is the one I have been using for a very long time. Just put it on the palette. Take your tweezers or lash thing. So this is how the lashes are. I'm just gonna start with my end of my eyelash like so and place it here. Okay, I have placed two lashes. I think you can see the flutteriness over here. It's literally lengthy and fluttery. Let's go for the smaller thing, which is 10 mm. Let's put it here. So I have placed two 12 mm and one 10 mm. This is how it looks. This is how I really like on my clients as well. I never do the 14 mm. I feel that is very long, and 14 mm suits more bigger eyes and they have more space over here, then it might look good on them. But if they have less space here, there's no point of using 14 mm. It's gonna hide your eyeshadow. And okay guys, I have applied the false lashes finally. So these cluster lashes, this is the first time I'm trying on myself. I have usually used it on my clients only. I think I should stick with half lashes because it's easy to apply on myself, or else I have to get practiced on myself if I use this lashes. Let's see how this is gonna go. I think I should do this because the more I do, I think more easier for me to be used on myself, I think. So definitely I will do lot of cluster lashes and half lashes in upcoming days. So yeah, I think the lashes are looking really, really good. Yeah, I think really good. Okay, quickly I'm gonna do a blow dry and come back. Hey guys, I'm back after a quick blow dry. I think my hair looks like funny. I don't know, I did a haircut, but it is looking like this. I don't know, it is not fully a layer cut, or it's not. He said it's a mix of something because I don't want to too much layers on my hair. So this is why I got from him. So this is how it looks. So I'm waiting for my hair to grow length and thickness so that I can do nice haircut. Okay, so we have two more things to do on the list. The one thing is setting spray. I don't have any other expensive setting spray with me. Until Dawn is the one thing I have very, very expensive, and I'm gonna use my trusty Charlotte Tilbury setting spray or finishing spray, whatever you can call it. Lasts longer and gives a subtle glow to your face. So if you don't want any glow, I think you have to stop right here. You can use your Until Dawn or any other mattifying setting spray to make it last longer, but this is gonna do both glow and last longer. So I'm gonna do this. I'm good pressed. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that's enough. And I really like the smell of the spray. Let's fan it. When I do this, I feel like a actress or the main person, you know. I'm the main person in my YouTube channel. Definitely, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think the spray is done. You could see how the powders melted into my skin and it is giving a flawless look. This is how I really like it. And sometimes I don't like glow here. What I do is I'm gonna go back to my sponge which has leftovers of powders. I'm just gonna gently press here. Yeah, it's gonna make it mattify over there so that it doesn't look gluey over here. I don't like gluey over here, so I did that. One last thing, I can leave it like this or I can do a gloss. I always love gloss. Why not? Okay, let's go for gloss. I'm gonna use this my favorite gloss from Fenty Beauty. So this is the gloss. Um, this is in the shade Fenty Glow. Let's apply this on my lips. I'm just gonna gently tap. So with gloss, nobody knows this thing. Always, once you apply gloss, you don't need to blend your lips, you know. Just leave it as it is. If you blend it, it's gonna come everywhere, it's gonna seep everywhere, and it's gonna look not nice at all. Do not blend your lips once you apply glosses. Just leave it as it is. Or apply correctly. I don't want a thick layer of gloss, so that's why I'm just gently tapping it. Okay, I have done a good amount of gloss. I'm just gonna go back to my lip blending brush. Where it is? Where it is? I couldn't find my lip brush. So I'm just gonna use whatever I have. I'm gonna use this brush. Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. Which one I used? Intense. I'm just gonna line it black. So this is how the look is. Okay, so this is the finished look of this luxury Thursday using all my favorite luxury makeup items. I really love it. How good it is to have a full finished, full glam makeup on myself. Oh my god, I look like I'm ready for going for party. Yes, I really look so freaking good. I'm just gonna use this. I don't know, I might be teared up a little bit over here. I'm just gonna fix it. Okay, guys, let me put a small slow mo transition over here. So freaking good. I love it. I'm slaying, guys. So good. I know you guys love this look. I really loved creating this look. I know I took a long time because makeup always take time. You have to use all your time to get this particular look, guys. You have to be so patient when a makeup artist is working on you, or when you are doing it yourself. You have to be very patient. Yeah, so I think that's how you can achieve this beautiful look. I really love it. Comment below, do you guys really love the makeup, and what are the products you really liked it, and what you guys learned from this video? Just comment below. Hope you like this video. Definitely give a like for this video. If you are someone who's interested in this type of content, definitely subscribe me and support me. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on my next video. Bye.